If you're in a miserable marriage and you think about divorce regularly, go ahead and do it. You will not regret it. The thing that you'll regret is staying in that marriage longer than you wanted to and giving him years and years and years that should have been yours.
Men will sacrifice themselves for their families. Women, like her, sacrifice their families for themselves. Your phone buzzes. It's her, your ex-wife. After months, maybe even years of silence, no contact, she reaches out to you. Can we talk? I've been missing you. I've been missing us. I miss what we had. And for a moment, you feel something. Hope, validation, relief. Stop. Stop right there, man. What I'm about to share with you will save you from making a huge mistake in your post-divorce life. This isn't about her missing you. It's not about reconciliation. And it sure as hell is not about love. I'm going to break it down for you. Exactly what's going on in her head, why she's reaching out to you now, and most importantly, what you do about it. Because, brother, there is no return from where you've been. And by the end of this message, you'll understand why it's actually the best thing that ever happened to you. Let's get into it. The first thing that you must recognize is the timing of her reaching back out to you. It isn't random. It never is. She didn't reach out when you were broken. She didn't reach out when you had tears, when you were begging her to get back together. She didn't reach out during the divorce. She didn't reach out when the divorce was finalized. She didn't reach out when you were hurting. No, she reaches out now after you've rebuilt. You've hit the gym, got back in good shape. Your finances are back in order while hers are in chaos. You've started living your new life. Maybe started dating someone new. See the pattern here? She didn't reach out when she wanted you back. She reaches out when you no longer want her back. It's not a coincidence. It's strategy. My ex-wife did the same thing. She reached out to tell me how she was so sorry for everything. She was so sorry for everything that she put me through because she really loved me. She had been working on herself, and she was going to be the wife that I always dreamed of. I read her messages and just shook my head. Remember, everything your ex-wife did was done by choice. She chose the disrespect. She chose the neglect. She chose to take you for granted. She chose to disregard you, abandon you, divorce you. What do your ex-wife's messages really mean? I understand womanese, the real meaning behind what women say. So let me translate for you. Can we talk? Translation. My life is not going well post-divorce. I'm starting to panic, and so I'm reaching out to you to see if I still have access. I've been thinking about us. Translation. I've been stalking you on social media. I see how well you're doing, and I thought maybe there's a possibility I could benefit from that as well. I miss what we had together. Translation. I miss what you provided, your resources, the stability you provided, the emotional support. Maybe we made a mistake. Translation. I made a mistake. I thought the grass was going to be greener, and boy, did I find out it's not, and I'm scared. Every single one of her words calculated. If you respond with emotion, you're walking right back into her trap. There's 3 scenarios as to why she's reaching out to you now. Scenario 1, her new situation failed. Maybe things didn't work out with the new guy that she left you for. Maybe there's no new guy at all. She wanted freedom. She wanted to go find herself again. She wanted to find her happiness. Remember, you were the source of all of her unhappiness in the marriage. She wanted to go find herself. Well, she found herself all right. She found herself struggling financially. She found herself alone. She went back out into the dating scene and quickly realized it wasn't the Instagram fantasy that she thought it was going to be. Scenario number 2, you're thriving and she's not. She's been watching you on social media. She sees how well you're doing, how good you look, how happy you seem to be. You're out with new friends, traveling, living your best life. That was not the way it was supposed to play out. She was the one who was supposed to ride off into the sunset and flourish. And you were supposed to be the one who would fail, who would be miserable without her. But when the opposite plays out, it baffles her. Her ego can't take it. And scenario number 3, she needs something practical. Money, help with the kids, emotional support through a personal crisis she's going through alone. None of these scenarios have anything to do with you. It's all about her. Her ego, her situation, her failure. And that is exactly why there's no return. Let's talk about why it's so dangerous to you when your ex-wife reaches out. When your ex reaches out, your brain does something fascinating and self-destructive. Your mind is flooded with nostalgia. You remember all of the good times you had together, conveniently forgetting the majority of the time together was bad, forgetting the hell that she put you through. You remember a version of her that no longer exists. Maybe it's the version of her that you remember from when you were dating. That woman is long gone. She no longer exists. Your mind crafts this fantasy of fixing things. It couldn't be fixed when you were married. Do you really think it can be fixed now after all you've been through post-divorce? You may feel validation. She sees me. She finally sees my worth. She finally sees my value. She regrets what she's done. No, this is your brain lying to you. Here's what you're not remembering. But fortunately for you, Resilient Man Channel is here to remind you. You're not remembering why she left you in the first place and the position she put you in when she left. You're not remembering how she treated you during the divorce and even in the marriage. The custody battles, the disrespect, the manipulation, gaslighting, the financial devastation she caused you. Do not forget, man, all of these things were done to you by your ex-wife, by choice. There's that old saying, when somebody shows you who they really are, believe them. Your wife showed you who she really was during the divorce and probably towards the end of your marriage. That was the real her. Your brain is trying to protect you by offering up this fantasy, but you must put things in their proper perspective for your own mental and emotional health, as well as financial. Your brain is lying. What you're experiencing is the validation trap. You think to yourself, I won. She misses me. She finally sees my value. She regrets treating me the way that she did for years. And it feels good. It feels good because you've been feeling rejected, unwanted, abandoned. In your mind, it's proof I matter. I have value. And she finally sees it. In reality, man, it's poison. The moment that you engage her again, you give her access to your emotional state, control, power. You hand it right back over to her again. Now, here's the thing. Even if you respond coldly, it's still a response. It tells your ex-wife, I can still affect him mentally and emotionally. And that is her game. It's why silence is your strength. Silence is your power. The only way to win is to not play her game. What happens if you do respond to her? Let me paint this picture for you. Best case scenario. You have a conversation with your ex. She's sweet, she's polite, she's apologetic. She tells you how sorry she is for everything that she's done. She's worked on herself and she's going to be the wife that you always dreamed of. But it's not long before you realize nothing has changed. Words mean nothing. Worst case scenario, you respond to your ex. She sees it as weakness. She sees it as an opportunity to gain access and possibly use something against you, maybe in a custody battle, financially, in your social circles, or worse. You walk right back into that toxic relationship. The most likely scenario, though, you respond. She keeps you as her emotional backup plan. You become her therapist, her emotional support, her validation. You're right back to where you were in the marriage. You're giving, she's taking. Again, all of these scenarios lead to the same place. She wins, you lose. Unless you choose the fourth option, silence. No response, no return. So what do you do should your ex-wife reach out to you? I've been there. You have to prepare yourself for this because it does hit you emotionally when she finally reaches out again. Here's your step-by-step guide. Step 1, do not respond immediately. Wait at least 24 hours minimum, especially if you get a text like, can we talk? We need to talk. It's not an emergency. When your ex-wife reaches out to you, it's going to hit you emotionally. Let the emotional spike pass. Wait 24 hours minimum. Step 2, screenshot everything. Document everything. Why are you doing this? So if there's any confusion later on, you can prove exactly what the communication was between you. This is why I recommend any communication should be through email. It's easily documented. It's easily presented in family court, should you need to. Step 3, analyze her words. Analyze what she's asking for in her message. Is this a legitimate co-parenting issue? Is it a legal matter between you? If so, respond, but only specifically to the issue, nothing else. If she sends you a vague message, no response. Step 4, decide now what your boundaries are going to be. There's 3 options. Option A, complete silence. This is my preferred option. If it doesn't directly involve the kids and is specific and must be addressed, silence, no response. Option B, minimal response. You respond, but again, you respond to the specific issue at hand. You are brief, you are succinct, you don't offer up any more information than you absolutely must. Option C is a clear boundary statement. I'm not interested in returning to the past. I wish you the best. I'm moving on. And then block her. Block her everywhere. You choose your response based on the situation, but silence is always the strongest response. Now, here's what happens emotionally when you do not respond. Your brain is going to fight you. You may feel guilt. What if she really needs my help? Curiosity. I am curious why she's reaching back out to me. Ego. I'll respond to her just so I can show her how well I've moved on. Hope. Maybe things would be different this time between us. All of these feelings are perfectly normal, and they're all wrong. When you feel guilt, remind yourself, my ex-wife's emotional state is no longer my responsibility. The divorce ended that. When you feel curiosity, remind yourself, nothing has changed. You would be walking right back into the same old situation. Ego. You don't need to respond to her. Silence is your strongest response. Hope. You know the reality. Going back to it is not the answer. Nothing has changed. It can't be fixed. And you need to move on. Write these steps down. Put them in your phone for when you are tempted to respond to your ex-wife. If she reaches out to you, here's what that moment is really about. Every divorced man reaches a crossroads. Your ex reaches out. You feel the emotions all over again. You have to make a decision. Am I going to go backwards, back to what I know did not work, back to misery where I had no peace and happiness, I was disrespected, I was taken for granted? Or am I going to move forward now to craft the ideal life that I want on my terms? You decide, brother. If this message was of value to you, do me a favor. Hit like, comment down below, subscribe, join the Resilient Man community. It's about men advocating for men. These two messages will help you on your journey as well. Know your worth. Protect your peace.